Hello guys. So the other day I was talking about the ideal, and I was talking about how religion gives us this ideal perspective, and how we cannot really achieve this ideal. Maybe we cannot really achieve ourselves to this ideal by ourselves, because it's not something to achieve with the mind, right? So while I was talking about that, I was giving examples of how killing a man could be rationalized, but it's not something we should do. So I was trying to say that we cannot just achieve it just with the mind, because in rational some things could be sound rational, so but it's not, and it could be hurting us, and this is where the ideal comes in. But while I was talking about it, I have this concept of how the Matrix uses duality into their advantages. Anyway, I couldn't talk. So, what I mean. So I talk about how the yin yang, and how everything in this yin yang is supposed to be manifested all around us. What I mean is, when you look at a class, when you look at your life, there's all kinds of people. If you grow up in any town, you see all these people, and they all represent something in this yin yang that is manifesting, right? Like, there's always this crazy guy in the town, there's always this talkative guy in the class, there's always the girl that is cries when she gets when she couldn't get a A plus, right? So all of these things actually manifesting all around us. Every part of the human nature is visible to the every person. You can just look at around and see all the things manifesting all around you, even in the news, even in the social media. So we have all these dark side and the light side at the same time. And like I said in the first videos of duality, you cannot suppress some side, it will pop up. When people talk about, oh, the crime is bad, this is bad, blah blah, or when something bad happens, oh, this is very bad. And yes, all of things that are criminal and things that we thought as bad is, yes, bad. But people don't understand this. You cannot stop it. That's no way. You can maybe suppress it a little bit, but it's not going to last. It needs there is this human nature, it's inside of all of us, but it's manifests itself in these areas. This is the middle, this is the good side, okay, this is the bad side anyway. So there is always going to be people who are in this side, who are manifesting this dark side in fully, and there's always going to be these people who are manifesting the good side fully. But you cannot put a fucking lid on it in this way. So what I mean is, I think this can maybe understood fully. If you watch the movie Purge, or the Roman Empire putting some games that are like violent, there's a reason for that. There's a reason for these things are so popular, because it shows us how the world works actually. The reason the Purge movies kind of make sense is, there's this bad side that is manifesting all the time. But in that movie, their kind of concept is just, if we just wait around and randomly these bad things occur on the road, rapes, murders, thieves, everything, right? But if we just put all these bad stuff into the cup one day, we can have the other days are peaceful, right? But look at this. The energy is same. So all the things that are random, bad things in all levels, right, is occurring in the world at the same time, at a random times, random people. You don't know when it's going to happen, how it's going to happen. but they were trying to put all the bad things in the just one day and get rid of it all. But the energy is the same. All the bad things just happening in the one day. Of course, I don't think this is going to be this is realistic, but it's I think tells us how the world works and how the because I think the people on the top kind of understand these realities because it's kind of they're on the top. They can use it to their advantage. I think the politics use these things a lot. If you watch the Matrix, in the Matrix, there was this talk about they created this Matrix, but it's miserable. It fucking sucks, right? It's not real, but it sucks at the same time. But people think it's real, right? There was this the Asian summit. I guess they're talking about how they created this heaven. Everything was fucking fine, but people understand it wasn't reality, and they just left it immediately. They just wake up because of these reasons. This is how we think the reality works without we are thinking. This is subconscious. This is very deep. This is how we understand it. If everything was good, we would wake up immediately. This is the only reason we are still fucking going. I mean, when if you can understand this, you can, I think, find a very good way on moving into life. So, I think politics use this in this way. So let's say if you are living in a country that is not fully ruled by dictatorships, but there's two parties, but you know that one party is a dictator, is ruling everything. So, but why the fuck they don't kill the other party? Why they putting that thing in there just to fucking mess with them? Because that's a controlled opposition. They are creating this reality inside of the country. They are creating themselves, and they are creating a opposite party, and they are ruling them too. They are giving them what to say. So people in the country who are in this side, who are manifested oppositions, because that seems to be happening, that you cannot suppress. If there was just one dictator, and if the guy was just suppressing everybody who are opposite, it wouldn't last. Okay, he would rule, or she, but mostly he, you know it. He will rule for a couple of years, couple of maybe 20 years, 30 years, but after some time, people who are supposed to be in this opposite needs to manifest, and the more suppress it, you're going to more give it strength. And when you do this, these people, you're going to have some kind of opening, and these people will attack, and you're done. But how they do is they create a fake opposition. So these people who are in this side, they think they have a chance to change the government. They are giving a false duality, false power, very smartly, so they could have more life in the top, because they understand the duality. If they suppress it, it's just gonna fucking pop up more strongly. So they create an illusion because they understand the duality. And people who are in this system, they think there's this one side, the other side, and they are arguing, and these people can just vote it and just fucking have a freedom, more money, blah blah, whatever they want. But that's not the reality. It's a fucking fake. So because our system works with duality, it's actually could be used against us, which is the politics. Most of the politics work like that. They give you false duality, and because if they give you, like I said, if they give you heaven, like in the Matrix, you just wake up and understand this is not real. If they give you hell, you just wake up and you just counter them. So they give you an illusion of duality, and you just think that's the whole thing is real. That's how it works. So this is it.